Everyone, okay, so today we're going to be doing a bit more of a makeup transformation. This is more of the sort of editorial side. We're going to be using a wig and facelift tapes. So the first thing I'm going to do is apply the tapes, and first I need to kind of figure out where I want them to go. I'm going to apply them on the temple area to lift the eyes, and these attach with a very sticky tape, and they have little holes in that you apply with basically like an elastic band that will tie around the back of the head, and the hair will fall over it, therefore you won't see it. So I'm going to apply this to the temple area to give the eyes a lift and to pull them up slightly, because Mandy's got hooded eyes, so we want to expose a little bit more eyelid. So we're going to apply them here, and then I will apply the other side, and they will wrap around and tighten so that it lifts the eye area, and you'll see this in a second. Mandy's now going to hold the two tapes tight while I fasten on the back of these little grasps. So when this is done, you'll see that the eyes will remain slightly more open, giving the illusion of a bigger eyelid space, which is great. The next thing that we're going to do, here we go, so you can see that the eye has been slightly lifted, there's more lid showing. We're now going to apply them just to the sides of the face to increase the level of tautness along the lower part of the face. So we're going to pop these on. Mandy's going to hold them while I fasten them to the back. Then we're going to apply foundation, and the foundation will go over these tapes as well, so they will be invisible, but you really need long hair to pull this look off because of course they have to be covered. I'm going to apply MAC Full Coverage Foundation with a Beauty Blender sponge, and I'm applying this to the entire face, but very lightly under the eyes because we will use a concealer that is lighter for this area. So just go over these features. And MAC Full Foundation is one of the best foundations available because there's loads of product in there and it gives the most beautiful finish to the skin. And of course using the Beauty Blender because it's amazing. Then I'm going to take a shade of foundation, which is the same MAC Full Coverage but in a lighter shade, and apply this right under the eyelid area and all the way down, giving that sort of, again, that Kim Kardashian highlighted effect. We just want this inner area a bit lighter. Going to do the same thing on the other side and then use the same Beauty Blender sponge to blend out this area. So just extend it down right the way to the nostril and then bring it out around the upper part of the cheek. And then just blend this in. And it's a good idea when you're blending to use the other side of the sponge as well, the clean side, and then kind of go over it with the main side that had a little bit of foundation on to kind of blend and mold the whole thing into one. And don't forget to go over your eyelids slightly as well if there's any discoloration. We're going to pull a makeup face now and apply loose powder underneath the eyes in a light shade so that this area remains highlighted. Then I'm going to apply loose powder all over the face with a sponge because this way, well, a puff even, this way it locks in the foundation. And you can see when I knock off this powder in a second that it doesn't look cakey, it doesn't look heavy, because I think it takes a little bit of practice, but it's easy to achieve. And sponges are great and puffs are great for this. So just going to knock this off with a really large fan brush, and you can see because we're filming in HD you can actually tell the texture of the skin, it doesn't look cakey. Next I'm just going to extend and fill in the eyebrow ever so slightly. With that we're going to start the eyeshadow work, and I'm going to apply a really shimmery shade to the inside portion of the eyelid, and this is a light reflective shade, so I'm using a small brush for this. Then we're going to go in with some crease work and apply a flat matte shade to the crease of the eye. I'm also, apologies, I'm going to also do the upper eyebrow as well, just underneath the brow bone to highlight that. Then we're going to go in with the crease brush, a flat matte shade into the crease of the eye, and wrap it all the way around till it meets the nostril, till it meets the bridge of the nose, because we're going to contour there as well. Next we're going to apply a purple eyeshadow on the eyelid area. Bring it in about 1/3 of the way, and this is a really bright shade. There's this kind of myth that you can't use bright colors as we get older. Yes, you can. Then take a blending brush and blend them out, and keep blending as well here, and not too harsh, because as we get older the skin becomes slightly less taut, so we need to be slightly more sympathetic. Next, apply black eyeshadow just on the lid, and we're going to blend this in with the same blending brush as well. Then we're going to take a tiny bit and just apply that underneath the eye. So don't worry if it looks crazy at the moment, because it won't do once we've finished. So just apply a fraction underneath the eye as well. Next, push liner brush, and I'm just dragging this very gently along the lash line to give definition. Sweep off the excess powder that's underneath the eyes that's caught any fallout, and this area will be naturally highlighted as well. So it does a couple of things. Next, I'm contouring down the sides of the nose. Where that crease colour met the bridge of the nose, I'm now going down the sides of the nose and just under the tip to give it a little bit more structure. Applying a highlighter to the cheekbone area here, using a really light fluffy brush to apply this. I'm then going to take a Bobbi Brown cheek colour, which was from the Miami collection, and pat that just over the eyes to really give it some more highlight and sparkle. Taking a blush, I'm applying it to the cheekbone area up high, and this is a rosy colour blush. I'm then going to take a bronzer and bronze around the perimeter of the face to give it more colour, and then down the sides of the neck, just so that the whole thing meets up and looks like it belongs to the same person. Okay, next I'm going to line the lips. Starting from the top of the lip and working my way to the corner, we're going to line the entire part of the mouth, then we're going to fill in the edges. This is that ombre lip, and I've done this for years, as you can see in my tutorials, but it's now very popular. Who knew? So just fill in the outer corners. I'm then going to apply a white gel eyeliner to the lip, and you'll see how impactful this is in a second. See how white that is? Next, I'm going to apply mascara. I'm leaving that gel eyeliner to dry so that it's absolutely waterproof. I'm then going to apply a lip gloss over this, and you will see the full effect of this highlighted area, and it gives the mouth such a great structure. I think it's a really, really pretty look. If you're a woman of colour, you don't have to use white. You can use a colour that's slightly more complementary to your shade. Next, I'm going to line the inner rims of the eyes with black, and that will pretty much complete the look. All we're going to do then is pop a wig on, and you will see a before and after of Mandy. So I hope you found this tutorial slightly interesting, and you can kind of see the power that hair and makeup can have as well. So thanks for watching, and here's a before, and you'll see the after now. Thank you for your time. Bye bye.